more than 350,000 Houstonians suffer from asthma. And joining me this morning is Dr. David Purse, Chief Medical Officer for the City of Houston, to talk about it. I feel like it's extra important this time of year, Doc, with all the allergies. Maybe it exacerbates the problem for some people.
Yeah, absolutely. Pollen, cockroach dust, all kinds of things can set up asthma. And of course, here in Houston, we have a lot of allergens in our air, particularly pollen, as I mentioned. So it's a big issue here for Houstonians.
Yeah, and how does this impact asthmatic patients? And can people have asthma, doctor, and not even know it?
Well, yeah, certainly people can have asthma. You know, asthma is one of those illnesses that you can have from varying degrees. You have very mild asthma. You can have something known as exercise-induced asthma, where you only have a problem when you exercise. And other folks will have very mild forms of asthma that don't cause them much trouble at all. And some people use over-the-counter inhalers to control their asthma. But unfortunately, there are many, many people, Houstonians, as you pointed out, over 300,000 that have severe asthma, where they need chronic medications. And then on top of that, they need medications for acute exacerbations. And it will cause tightening of the airways. Your airways, the muscles in those airways, they squeeze down tight. It makes you wheeze, you get shorter breath, it can cause chest pain. Lots of times, in addition, an important thing is that it also increases the secretions into your airways. And people have to try to clear those. And unfortunately, over many, many years of asthma, those secretions don't always clear, and you wind up with basically, it's like a caking, if you will, of the inside of the airways. So it becomes an even more chronic and debilitating situation. So it's really important people get in touch with their doctors and get on the chronic medications early to minimize those long-term effects.
No kidding. Doctor, what are some of the risk factors that might increase someone's chances of getting asthma?
Well, most folks, you know, so sometimes there's a genetic predisposition. So if you have a family history of asthma, you need to, pay attention to it and get on it. But also if you're somebody who lives in an area where there's particularly bad air, like if you live near a chemical plant or you live right next to a freeway where there's lots of exhaust from the motor vehicles, or if you're near any place that produces a lot of tiny, tiny particles into the air, if you live near there, or perhaps if you work near there, over years that can damage your airways and cause other problems. In addition, old houses that have lots of mold, or homes that have lots of cockroaches, because cockroaches, they shed and their feces can become aerosolized. So folks who live in really, really old houses are also ones that are at risk and need to pay attention. And, number one, try and clean your house up as best you can. But number two, go see your doctor and try to control these symptoms. Asthma is a chronic illness. It is not a one-time thing. It is a chronic lifetime illness, and it needs to be controlled over many, many years.
Interesting. So there's some things then it sounds like we can control, like maybe where we live, right, or keeping the house clean. But some things we can't control, as you said, it may be genetically predisposed to it. So what kinds of resources are available, Doc, for those who are suffering from asthma?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of things that we can offer folks here at the Houston Health Department. We put out alerts when we know the air is going to be a problem for asthmatics. And you can sign up to get those alerts at houstonemergency.org/alerts. And we also post on our website at houstonhealth.org. And in addition, one thing that we've done is that when we know that there are going to be bad air days, we've worked with the HISD school nurses, and we let them know on school days so they can check on those kids that they know are asthmatics and attend their school, so they can check on them. So we're trying to have this network, if you will, to reinforce good care for folks through HISD, and as I said, houstonemergency.org/alerts, so that you can get your own alert when it's going to be an asthma aware day.
Very important. Doctor, thank you for your time today. Really appreciate it, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, we'll see you next week. Don't forget, folks, you can go to click2houston.com/scene@7 for more. Each and every week, we talk with Dr. David Purse. So if you've missed any of our segments, that's where to go.